I'd like to see that. This is Zach Brown at the Mid-State Fair. This is all the website. You can go on and hear what's going on live. And Glenville Rodeo, that's a fun thing to do. Man. Anyway, the Bull 97.3. They're all over the place. But they're here tonight. Lineup is complete. We're set to go finally for lap number 1 of our American Stocks. And now to Brian Smith.
Here we go, fans. The green flag is out, and it looks like the 11 of Cody Johnson is right out to the point. As he picks up the one in of Nicholas Johnson in the L787, we're all looking to, but here comes the 24 of Tyler Johnson. Johnson going to make that pass on. Ronald looking to as they roll into 4 as maybe a little bit of contact. No contact, no harm, no foul. Johnson drops back to 4th. As they still roll into 1, it's still the 11 of Cody Johnson out front. But here comes that L787 of Ron Lookadoo, putting a little bit of pressure on the backside of that one end of Nicholas Johnson as they roll into turn 4 for lap number 2. Johnson right there pressuring the backside of his older brother in the 11 of Cody Johnson as they roll down the back straightaway. Comes that one end of Nicholas Johnson on the inside as they roll into turn 1. Cody right there waiting for that one end of Nicholas Johnson to make a mistake, but here comes the L787 of Ron Lookadoo closing in on that 2-car race up front. The one end pushes a little high as he comes out of 4 for lap number 4 of the 8-lap heat race. Here comes the 11 of Cody Johnson on the inside as he slides up the track in turn 2. Nicholas Johnson coming back on the top side. Cody fights back on the bottom. Now it's a drag race out of turn 4, but it looks like it's going to be the 11 of Cody Johnson out front. Then we pick up the younger brother in the one end of Nicholas Johnson, but here comes that L787 around looking to do on the inside. Pressure on the inside of that one end of Nicholas Johnson as they roll down into turn 3. The 11 of Cody Johnson pushes up the track as he picks up lap number 6. 2 to go, race fans, but here comes that L787 of Ronald Lookadoo. He makes that pass on the one end of Nicholas Johnson. Johnson coming right back, giving him a little bit of bumper tap as they head down the back straightaway. Cody Johnson coming out of 4 with a pretty good lead over that L787 of Ronald Lookadoo in the one end of Nicholas Johnson. But here comes Nicholas Johnson fighting right back to that second position. As they roll down the back straightaway for their last lap, they'll be seeing the checker flag next time by. Your winner out of 4, driving that beautiful number 11, it's going to be Cody Johnson. Then we pick up the one end of Nicholas Johnson, the L787 of Ronald Lookadoo, and the 24 of Tyler Johnson.
Richie McGowan Memorial. You're like kind of a regular. Your face is very familiar. So is he. Hey, I was getting here, man. Come on. Bakersfield Speedway. He's a regular, too. Yeah, David Nunley tonight is the name. Next week it'll be something else. Yeah. I stand here. I'm a baby, man. How many years you been here?
Shoot, too many to remember.
Yeah, that's a ton. And you've probably been here a ton, too.
Tons of years.
Yeah.
I was talking to Childers' family last night, and I've raised all my kids out here, so it's 35 plus years.
That's what it is, man. We have our Speedway family and spectators. Our sponsors is a family event every Saturday night here. That's one thing I love so much. We're about to go green. We'll see what happens. Right now, let's go back up top side to Brian Smith. Brian.
On the track now is heat race number 2 for your Johansson Rebar American Stocks. And out to an early lead looks like the black 3 of Brandon Ratcliffe. But here comes the 7 out of Tehachapi's own Lonnie Spiller. And then we pick up that 74, the Golden Empire Towing Specialist, Miranda Scott. Scott really pressuring the inside of that 7 of Lonnie Spillers. It's the ladies' battle for that second position. Here comes Scott down on the inside. Making a bid for that second spot, but Spiller right there coming right back up on the top side. My bad, race fans. That's Gary Spiller Jr. in the 7. Got a little excited with the numbers on the car. But yeah, he's battling with that 74 Miranda Scott as she gets around him for a second. Now she's going to work on the backside of that 3 of Brandon Ratcliffe as the cars roll out of turn 4. Here she comes. Scott really riding that bottom side as she's pressuring that 3 of Brandon Ratcliffe. Hammers down, closes in on the backside of that 3. Can she make a pass at turn 1 or 2? She drops it to the bottom once again. Car kind of pushes up the track. Ratcliffe makes the move, holds the line, holds the position. As Scott still there. Ooh, a little bit of wobble in 4. Is she going to lose any ground? No, she is right there now. Maybe that worked for the car, for the setup. As she has him by a bumper as they roll at turn 2. Ratcliffe right back at the top. As they come out of 4, Scott looks like she's going to be your new leader for lap number 6 of this 8-lap heat race. She makes the pass. She'll be seeing the white flag next time by, letting her know when to go. Ratcliffe needs to do something if he wants to get that position back and win this heat race. Miranda now way up on the top side, keeping the momentum down, increasing that lead over that 3 of Brandon Ratcliffe as she rolls out of turn 4. She's going to see the beautiful checkered flag and pick up heat race number 2 for the Joe Hesse Rebar American stock. Then we pick up the 3 of Brandon Ratcliffe and the 7 of Gary Spiller Jr. out of Tehachapi. So this will be the first heat race of 2 for the Super Force here at the Bakersfield Speedway. So get excited, race fans. We'd like to see these guys come back and race here at the world-famous Bakersfield Speedway, celebrating 62 years of racing. And I haven't seen these guys on this track in such a long time, and I'm glad they're here tonight. Okay, race fans, the 57 is going to be... I thought I had a name on there. Hang on, so let's look. All right, out to an early lead will be the 7. Of Darren Esterman, but here comes that 88 of Roy Atchison out of Porterville. Pressuring that 00 of Kent Murphy. And the 57 now I have a name is Justin Atchison from Tulare, California. Race fans, I'm so sorry, but we got these guys here and we're happy to have them. Root these guys on. But out front right now, leading this race for the inaugural Super Minis heat race is the 7 of Darren Esterman. But here comes that 00 of Kent Murphy, putting a lot of pressure on the back of that number 7. But here comes the 88 of Roy Atchison. Kent Murphy running the bottom. Esterman up in the middle groove. But here comes that 88 of Porterville's own Roy Atchison. Then we pick up the 57 of Justin Atchison. But still out front, it's the 00 of Kent Murphy. And close behind him will be the 7 of Darren Esterman out of Visalia, California. And hanging out back will be the 32 of Larry Ramirez out of Tulare, California. As we got 5 laps down, 3 to go in this 8-lap Super 4 heat race. Up front is where all the heat's at with that 00 of Kent Murphy. Then we pick up the 7 of Darren Esterman and the 88 of Roy Atchison. 6 down, 2 to go, race fans. As Kent Murphy rolls up on that lap traffic is that 32 of Larry Ramirez. He's going to pick up the white flag. Now out of 2. He's going to have to pick the spot to go so he does not get contact with that 32 of Larry Ramirez. See, right now, Ramirez's car pushes up the track, or should I say the truck, and they're going to pick up the checker flag. Your winner will be Kent Murphy. Then the 7 of Darren Esterman and the 88 of Roy Atchison. Flag is up. 24 of Roy Atchison still out front. But here comes the 11. Sorry, race fans, I had my mic off. He's holding on to that lead. As the 11 comes out of 4, your second place car of William Hughes in the 42 of Joe Jones out of Porterville. How you pronounce it? He's out for the 24 of Roy Atchison Jr. Then we'll pick up the number 11 of William Hughes and the 42 of Joe Jones. And the 86 of Toby Esquivel. Here he is, the checker flag for the 24 of Roy Atchison Jr. Picking up the inaugural night heat race number 2 here for the Super 4s. Then we'll pick up the number 11 of Strathmore's own William Hughes and the 42 of Joe Jones. As I got a new leader, the number 10 of Trevor Baker. And out back all by himself at 16B will be Tyler Blanchard. Green flags out, race fans. Here we go. Back to racing at the Bakersfield Speedway. And it looks like Lloyd Wren Jr. really good up on the top side. He's going to make that pass on the 9 of Gene Glover. But here comes the 4 of Jaden Schweitzer. A little bit of contact as they roll into turn 3. Nolan down the bottom. Looks like they got a little bit of bumper contact. Pointing that yellow flag at the number 4, Jaden Schweitzer, as the pack of cars roll down turn 2 down the back straightaway. Schweitzer fighting right back with that 5 of Raymond Nolan Jr. right there, waiting to pounce on that 3rd spot. Glover up high, 3 cars out of 4. As the 87W of Lloyd Wren Jr. holding the lead, but that 4 is going to make that pass on that 5 of Raymond Nolan Jr. But pick up that number 10 of Trevor Baker. Working that 9 of Gene Glover as they roll out of turn 4. Alderman up high out of 4. Looks like there might be a little contact with the wall. Nolan fighting back on that 4 of Jaden Schweitzer for that 2nd spot, but out front with a pretty good lead is that 87W of Lloyd Wren Jr. as he rolls out of turn 4. Schweitzer making that pass on Raymond Nolan Jr. Then we pick up that 10 of Trevor Baker. Right there in the hunt in 4th spot. Glover dropping back to 5th in the 9. Baker up top, trying to make that pass on the 5 of Raymond Nolan Jr. Glover with a little bit of problem down there in apex of 1 and 2. Kind of loses another position or more ground on them leaders. But out of 4, it's still the 87W of Lloyd Wren Jr. Nolan starting to fight back on that 4 of Jaden Schweitzer as they roll down into turn 3. Here comes that 10 of Trevor Baker really turning on the horsepower. The white flag's out, 1 to go for their first of 3 heat races for the H&S Body Works and Toy and Hobby Stocks. Still out front with a pretty good lead is that 87W of Lloyd Wren Jr. Then here comes Jaden Schweitzer, the 5 of Raymond Nolan Jr. and the 10 of Trevor Baker. But out of 4, your winner is going to be the number 87W of Lloyd Wren Jr. Then we'll pick up the 4 of Jaden Schweitzer, the 5 of Raymond Nolan Jr., and the 10 of Trevor Baker. And the 9. Then we got the 37 of Aaron Stewart. Alongside him will be the 52X of Lonnie Spiller out at Tehachapi. And out back, the 8K of Kyle Yurto and the 59 of Steven Johnson. Lights have been turned out. Doug Ryan's going to give these guys the green light, the green flag next time they come out of 4. Here we go, race fans. And here's the 48 of Tom Manzella right out to the point. But here comes that 59 of Steven Johnson. Johnson using that top side, keeps the momentum down. But here comes that 37 of Aaron Stewart on the bottom. Boy, Childers has a whole lot of Johnson right there on that back bumper, that 46. As they roll down into turn 3, Childers up on that top cushion. Can he make that pass on that 37 of Aaron Stewart? I see a little bit of smoke coming out of that 46 car. But here comes that 59 Steven Johnson. Childers keeps it up high. Stewart right in the middle. As the 48X of the Dodger, Tom Manziel still holds the lead. Here comes that 59 of the Junior Motorsports of Steven Johnson. He will work that 37 car over now as they roll into turn 1. He makes the pass down the back straightaway. He's got his sights set now on that 48X of the Doctor of Tom Manzella. As 4 laps down, 4 to go. Johnson right there all over the backside of that 48X of Tom Manzella. He brings it to the bottom in 3. Hammers down out of 4. It's going to be a drag race into turn 1. Manzella not giving an inch. He's battling right back on the top side. Hammers down. Holds Johnson to second still. As the laps tick off, Johnson's got to do something. Manzella really on the throttle as they roll down the front straightaway. 6 down, 2 to go for this 8-lap heat race for the H&S Body Works and Towing Hobby Stock. Who's it going to be, race fans? Is it going to be the Doctor of Tom Manzella, or is it going to be the 59 of Steven Johnson? Cars roll out of 4. It's still the Doctor out front in the 48X of Tom Manzella, but here comes Steven Johnson on the inside. Tries to make a slide. A little bit of contact as they roll down the back straightaway. Manzella fights back. Johnson puts a little bit of a cushion on that lead over Manzella. Oh, he pushes up the track. Manzella right there, but the checkered flag is going to fly to the 59 of Steven Johnson. Then we'll pick up the 48X of the Doctor of Tom Manzella. Then the 37 of Aaron Stewart. Kyle Yurto picks up 4th in the 8K, and then we pick up Brian Childress in the 46th for 5th. Circle Chassis, Stevenson Suspensions, KB Pump Supplies, Dual Farms. It's none other than young Ethan Dawson in the 21 RRR. So this will make up heat race number 3 of your H&S Body Works and Towing Hobby Stocks. So race fans, get ready for some more excitement with these hobby stocks. Here we go. We're going to see a green light and a green flag. And it looks like Don Mead up on the top side. But that 91 of Marcus Wacom is not giving an inch. And here comes the 4P of Chris Saddlemeyer. Then we pick up the 15 of the Machine Gun Mark McCaslin. But look, here comes that 21 RRR of young Ethan Dawson. Keeps that car down on the bottom side. But out front, it's Black Beauty, the 99 of Don, the Need for Speed out front. Then we pick up the 91 of Marcus Wonka Madawaska, the 4P of Chris Settlemeyer, and the 15 of the Machine Gun Mark McCaslin. Mead, gets a little bobbly right there out of 2. Wonka battling with Chris Settlemeyer, the 4P. But that 21 RRR of Ethan Dawson. He's battling hard with that 15 of the Machine Gun of Mark McCaslin as the laps tick off. He keeps the car down low. A little bit of a push right there. He loses ground. But still out front with a sizable lead. That's 99, the Black Beauty of Don Mead. Then the 91 of Marcus Wonka. The 4P of Chris Settlemeyer. The 15 of Mark Machine Gun McCaslin. 4 down, 4 to go. Is there going to be anybody coming up there to take that lead away from that 99 of Don Mead? I don't know. That looks pretty good up front, but the battle right now is for that second spot. It's a three-car battle, but now here comes that 21 RRR of Ethan Dodson to make it a 4-car battle for that position. Settlemeyer really working that bottom side. He's trying to make that pass on the 15 of Mark McCaslin. 6 down, 2 to go. It's still Black Beauty out front, the 99 of Don Mead. Will the battle bruise for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th? White flags out. He still holds the lead. Here comes Settlemeyer. He's not done yet, but neither is Mark McCaslin or Marcus Wacom. Out of 4, your winner for heat race number 3 for the H&S Body Works and Towing Hobby Stocks is going to be the Black Beauty of Don Mead. Then we pick up the 91 of Marcus Wacom, the 4P of Chris Settlemeyer, the 15 of Mark McCaslin, and the 21 RRR of Ethan Dawson.
And it was Chuck West, last time they were out, was our winner. But they got some hammers today, including, keep an eye on that 18 of Scott Dobson. These are 850-pound cars with the drivers. The tires are American Racer. It is methyl alcohol, 125 horsepower at 10,000, 13,000 RPMs, about 100 miles an hour, the top end speed here. American Race, Racing Optics, Schroeder Torsion Fuels, BP Fuel, the official fuels, NMRA, and here we go with heat race number 1. The number 40, Chris Thomas on the inside, turn number 1. Got someone knocking at the door. West Evans on the outside, moves up side by side, third to fourth, and this pair skating out there, it looks like. They come driving out now. They get up the top speed coming out of turn 4, and it's the number 36 of the line. It is the number 36, and here comes what I tell you, Scott Dawson, number 18 on the outside of Thomas in the number 40. Down the back straightaway, and don't forget Chuck West, he's right there. Now it's 4-car battle for the front. Slipping and sliding out of turn number 4, full speed ahead, and the 36 hangs on to it, West Evans. West Evans drives into turn number 1 with Dobson on the outside on the 18, had to back off, and that meant that Chuck West is going to move on the inside. No, baby. Scott Dobson hangs on to second, but not by much, so side by side at the line, and right behind him is Chris Thomas in that 40 from La Habra, California. Inline skating goes into turn number 3. Meanwhile, it's the 36 of West Evans, followed by Dobson, followed by Chuck West, followed by Thomas, and then the number 70 of Wes Cummings, the 2016 Rookie of the Year out of Lakewood, California from Valmaster. So although West Evans has the lead, I don't know, man. You got some hammers behind it. The 18 of Dobson, then Chuck West, and then Thomas. Dobson closes up out of turn number 2, but oh, watch out. Here comes that 38 of Chuck West. Takes a peek on the inside, can't make the pass. Has to stay in the third place out of turn number 4. He dives down low turn 4, gets a great bite side by side with the 18 of Scott Dobson for second place. Looks like the inside is the fast way around. Chuck West has slight advantage. Dobson says no can do, continues on. But now, Chuck West in the second. Here on the white flag, Dobson right there, and so is Thomas out for the battle for second place. So they're bringing home in heat race number 1 of the NMRA Midgets. Sponsored by American Race, Racing Optics, Schroeder Torsion Bars. Doug Ryan has a checker flag, and it will be West Evans, your winner. Chuck West, Dobson, and then Thomas for heat race number 1 of our 3/4 midgets. For all your truck accessories, if you want to lower your truck, you want to raise your truck, you want to paint your truck, you want to need rims or tires for your truck, or put something new and exciting in it, California Truck Accessories in the Bakersfield Auto Mall. For over 20 years, they've been doing business on trucks, making your truck special, making it look so good. California Truck Accessories in the Bakersfield, at least every 3 weeks, and we certainly appreciate them. The 3/4 midget coming out of turn number 4. Doug Rice said, let's go racing, boys. Stop messing around. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And the 07 of Kevin Kale from Westminster, California, the 100-power steel chassis for Valmaster, takes the lead out of turn number 2. Mosley on the high side in that beautiful number 11. You cannot miss him. And Niven on the inside, along with Ace Kale on the 77 on the backside. At the line, the 07 of Kevin Kale from Westminster, California. The car owned by Ace Kale. That's Honda Power Stealth Chassis from Valmaster. Niven in that 59. He's a surprise out of Moore Park, California. Very fast car. He's just looking for the right time. A little bit of good luck. You'll find him in the Victory Lane Bakersfield Speedway at Budweiser. He closes up on your leader as Mosley's got someone knocking at the door, and that would be Ace Kale in the 77. Mosley pulls up ahead, tries to close up second and third. About a 4-car space between him and Niven in the 59. Meanwhile, your leader hanging on nicely. All down on the inside for now, out of turn number 4. So Kevin Kale out of Westminster, California, hangs on to Niven, trying everything he can. Gets a great bite out of turn number 2 and closes up that real estate, and really in turn number 3 drives it hard and getting closer and closer to your leader. Third and fourth, still a tight race between Mosley and Kale. Back to the front in turn number 1. Niven on the backside of your leader at this point of Kevin Kale. The 07 drives out of turn number 2. No mirrors on these things. They don't need them. No radios, no mirrors, no talking to anybody on these things. You know where they're at. Despite the pressure from the 59 car, the 07 hangs on nicely. Sponsored by Valmaster. Drives down low into turn number 3. Niven does the same thing. They're all going down on the inside line. Not waiting to go to the high side just yet. White flag out this time around. So the 59's got to do it. He's got to do it real quick. Drives it so hard into turn number 3 and tries to get a little closer. Tries to stick it down at turn number 4. Checker flags out, and it will be the 07 of Kevin Kale. Niven in for second, Mosley for third. and the 77 of A-scale for 4th place. And that does complete our heat races for the NMRA Midgets. Sponsored by BP Fuel, the official fuel of the NMRA Schroeder Torsion Bars. Scheduled for first place racing and consignment, all-out racing, CHP machine. Del Coots. Is that O0 or is it Oz? You decide. All right, folks. Ready to come out of turn number 4 for heat race number 1 of the IMCA Modified. Holder and Coffin side by side here. Cecil tries. Cecil's got company. Wayne Dotson in the 74, 3 wide, can't make it happen, and Dotson gets squeezed out. Had to pull on the brakes. Wayne Dotson moving tires for us. Thank you, Wayne, very much. But we liked them where they were. Coffin slides out of turn number 2. Great stuff. Holder has to bog down a little bit at turn number. Lost some ground on Coffin for first place, and here comes the 1K of, you got it, Corey Hampwell. Dutton now, 3 to go. 4th place, no problem in turn number 2. Straight to back up. Wayne Dawson, James Cecil, and then the OZ of Dale Coots. Back out of turn number 4, Wayne Coffin hangs on the lead. Good lead working, by the way. And with this point structure, this should put him close to the front for the night's main event. Ryland Holder in the 09 got someone knocking at the door. Corey Hampwell takes a peek on the inside, can't make the pass, hangs on. But looming at 4th place, race fans, you got it. Gary Dutton, the big link from Twin Electric and Schweitzer Motorsports, closing up on the 1C, 1K, 1M, 1O. James Cecil slow in turn number 3. Something going awry on that car. He's just left it around trying to get into the back into the pits, I would imagine. We'll watch him, and yeah, something's gone wrong with it. Looks like a tire go down. Meanwhile, racing into turn number 1, your leader, Wayne Kaufman out of Lake Isabella, California, from Central Valley Transport, CNC Printing, and his family supporting this program. Guy's moving, man. So on the white flag, we kind of know who's going to win this thing, but who's got second place? Your guess is as good as mine. 3-car battle, and then we'll go to the checker flag. Wayne Kaufman gets the checker flag. Second, third, fourth comes out of turn number 4. Holder, Fitzhill, and Dutton.
If you're in the business that needs a tank, or you're in the farming business, or, right? From Yuma, Arizona, from Maximum Race Oils, MRT, Off-Road, Vixens, Aftermath Motorsports, that's Crystal Imphill. And the 3AC, he is back. He's from Bakersfield, Awesome Construction, Pahrump Sanitation, Silver State Transport, Elite Engines, Wolfenstein Construction, Austin Kiefer. Calm before the storm. Doug Ryan takes a look at him. It looks good to me. Throw the green flag, baby. Let's go racing. And Ryan Bledsoe, he's got the advantage. He's got to pull away from Clint Reichenbach and Billy Simpkins. Does not do that. They close up on him. Nose to tail, first to 5th place, including the 88, Jason Nation. And 3AC from the back row, Austin Kiefer now in 4th place. Back to 3rd place, the 68J Billy, the kid Simpkins, looking for an avenue. There's no place to go. He is locked right behind the cat from Santa Maria, California, Clint Reichenbach, who has won here this year. Side by side goes for 3rd place between Simpkins and Kiefer. They straighten out. Nation is kind of looking around saying, where can I go? Just give me a lane. I'm going to shoot right out there if I can. Out of turn number 4, Bledsoe on the outside. Got some new company, some new blood. It's from B-Tough Magazine. It's Billy Simpkins, and he takes second away, and Kiefer follows him down on the inside. Contact made with him and Bledsoe. Bledsoe puts on the brakes. And he slides around. He straightens the back up. Down Nation moves in front of him. Bledsoe did a great job not wrecking somebody down the back straightaway. All I got to say. Wow, Bledsoe spins, and he picks the 1 and 2. We're going to see a yellow flag. It's the 88B of Ryan Bledsoe in turn 1 and 2. As we got 4 laps down, 4 to go.
So Jason Nation is your point leader with a heat race win. But when we find it, I'm going to let you know. Right now, lights are out. The flag is rolled up. It belongs to our flagman and now belongs to the drivers. So the green flag comes back out, and Clint Reichenbach, the 7C. Traveling from Santa Maria every time we have the sport mod. Doing a fantastic job. Reichenbach with 4 heat race wins, a victory, and 2 top 5s. Hanging on nicely. Meanwhile, back in the pack, Kaufman's got Keeper. Knocking the back door. Here comes Nation into turn number 2. Nation thought better, but backs out a little bit. Meanwhile, Bledsoe and the 00 SP Crystal Hemphill going side by side for position. This is the first time we see the Hemphills. We should see more of them throughout the summer. Back at Keeper doing a great job, but here comes Billy Simpkins flicking the door slammed on him on the inside of turn number 3. White flag out this time around, and Keeper hangs on to it, but oh, he's got a lot of pressure. He just said no. Nation on the inside, and Simpkins comes out of turn number 2, and they come wheel to wheel on the meanwhile. Keeper just saying, I don't want no part of this. I'm staying right where I am. Checker flag. It will belong to Clint Reichenbach out of Santa Maria. Second place. Keeper hangs on to it in third place. They say 68 on the sign there. I'll leave it up to them. I'll say, yeah, that's right.
Boy, listen to that horsepower, that 11 extra speed. Drake as he hammers down the back straightaway. That battle with him in the 32B of Clay Daly as Daly makes the move for a second, but here comes Drake right back.
Daly down on the inside, Drake follow him, and Daly almost had a shot on Papich, couldn't make it happen. Papich hangs on to the lead. Drake ducks back a little bit in the hands of Andy Orbitello.
Number 91B of Jason Papich holding on to the lead, but here comes Daly right there, waiting for the mistake to pounce all over that 91B of Jason Papich as they roll into turn 1.
So Papich looking very strong early going here, but Daly, and then you know, heat race is one thing, because main events entire another. They'll be running 30 laps for their main event, and a lot goes on in 30 laps. Papich knows this. Testing the waters on the track now, see what he's going to be doing for the setup. As Daly tried to close up from ERC, Drake from Drake Farms, Drake Excavation, and Drake Trucking. Some of the fine sponsors on that 11. But Papich looking strong. One and we're done with this heat race. 1 and 2. And it's going to be Jason Papich for the checker flag. Strong, commanding victory there. Clay Daly for second, Drake for third, and Andy Orbitello out of Hollister, California, will cruise in for 4th place. Rob Sanders, I think he's got something for him tonight in the 10N. Last call for the baskets at 50-50. You're going to get in there. Better get in there right now. Last call for 50-50 in the baskets for Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Night. Now with the green flag, we're going to racing. And Tony Toasted, he got it. Oh, he gets it over Laney, and here comes Sanders. Sanders takes a peek. Laney got a little drift high, and Laney gets loose out of turn number 4, and Laney loses second place to the Sandman, Robert Sanders. Like I said, Sanders, I think, has something to prove tonight. I think he's kind of tired of second place. He's got a car, he moves right up on your leader out of turn number 4. Can't make it happen. He gets close to him. He just can't make that pass. Down on the inside of Sanders, trying to make a 6. And the 91, a toast on the high side, sliding over on that cushion, making that work. Laney still third place. Childress in 4th. Sanders bogs down, the 10 in just slowed down the back straightaway, and Laney capitalized on that. It don't take much for Laney to jump and pounce on you. You can't be sleeping out there, and the Sandman, I don't know what happened. Something went out of gear. I don't know. Meanwhile, he's got it all fired up now to turn number 2, trying to get that position back on Laney in the 5L. Can't make it happen now. Jason into turn number 3. Meanwhile, Toast still got a good lead working out there as he cruises over the line, working lap number 7. Back to second and third place. Sanders trying something on the inside, but Laney's right there. 5L's got that inside shut down, and Laney, Sanders, that's where the car is set up. White flag out this time around as second and third. I don't think it's over yet, folks. I think Rob Sanders has got something for that Laney as they come out of turn number 2. So turn number 4, Tony Toast is your winner in heat race number 2. Cody Laney hangs on the second, Sanders, and then Childress.
He produced several top 5 finishes from the 1986 through the 1990s, racing on dirt tracks before moving on to asphalt racing at the Mason Run Raceway. From 1991 through 1997, and become a top 5 driver in the modified street division, Larry returned to the dirt track at Bakersfield Speedway back in 1998 in the super stock division, which is the street stocks for a lot of you that don't know. And won many races and had several top 5 points finishes from 1998 to 2000. In 2001, Larry stepped up to the Dirt Late Models and was awarded the Hard Charger of the Year award, and has continued to be a fan favorite throughout the 2016 race season. Larry's other interests include camping, bass fishing, and golf. So, Larry, without this, it's turned into not just a friendship, it's a family. And I got something to give to you. It's from me and my brother. Thank you for all your years of racing here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Thank you, Pat.
And this picture says, this is from Brian Smith. He did all of this, by the way. Lightning Larry Childress, number 17. Thank you for the 31 years of dedication and love for the sport of racing and the friendship that will last forever, the Smith brothers. At this time, I bring up the real deal, Rick Childress. Rick?
Thank you. This is really tough, I think, for everybody, fans. It's been a hell of a week for me. I'm the oldest and Larry's the middle, but I tell you what, when it comes to a role model, there's no finer brother. We've had our problems with our family. You know what? But we still stick together. He really pissed me off a few years ago, but we got through it. Our kids have raced. I want to thank all these drivers, crew, family. You know, this is a heck of an accomplishment, and all you fans. It's pretty tough. Me and my sister-in-law was talking today on the phone, and I'm the oldest out of 3 brothers. And, yeah, we can tell. You would think that the oldest would be the decline and get out of these race cars
and then the kids and so forth would come on. But my brother David has stepped out of racing. He's retired. Larry's retiring. I'm semi-retired. Yeah, right. He's got his reasons. You got to respect his reasons. His wife has talked to him today. The hardest thing I think that we all have is, I guess he's going to sell the car. But now his wife is saying, no, he's not going to sell the car. Hopefully, he can take some time off, because time will rejuvenate you as a driver. Exactly. That's where I was going with this. Hopefully, he'll come back at the end of September, maybe make a race and make the Bud Nationals. All I want to do is say that I love all my family and my brother. And no matter what he decides to do, I'm with him 110%, as well as his family. And you can obviously see all the drivers are with Larry also. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick. And before we hear from Larry, Rob Sanders. Come on up, Rob. It's Larry Childress roast now.
Yeah, I had to say something. Met Larry, shoot, I don't even know. My memory is horrible. 4, 5, 6 years ago, I don't even know. It was by happenstance in Santa Maria. Yeah, borrowed some shocks. He was in his old GRT, and I just had to help him out. He comes out here for the love of the racing. It's not about winning for him. It's about coming out for family and fun and being happy, and that's what he did for so many years. And that's the best part. You know, you get in this sport, and it's like a drug. You get addicted, and then it can overwhelm you. You can look at the checkered flag more than you look at the fact that you're out here to have fun. You know, and Larry never did that. He always said, "I'm out here to have fun. Let's just, you know what? Let's go relax. Let's just chill. It's not about checkered flags." Well, I got in a part of my life where I'd see nothing but checkered flags for a while, and it was second place was never good enough for me. And Larry, you know, I met Larry and his family, and they took me in and made me a part of theirs. We started racing together, and it really rekindled what I came out here to do, and that was to have fun and enjoy myself. And you know, don't worry, I'm gonna be dragging him out here week in, week out. He's not gonna be going anywhere. You'll be seeing him, I'm sure of it. So you know, his car is gonna be in my shop, and I'm gonna put a lock on the door if I have to and change the locks. You know, I'll talk to him and get in his ear every day when we're out there working on the mod or the, you know, my car or whatever we're doing. So, you know, hopefully this won't be the last time you see him, especially on the racetrack. But you'll definitely see him week in and week out. I'll make sure of that. But one of the best people I've ever met. I mean, that's flat out. It's not something you're just saying to the crowd here in this specific time. That's a fact. I don't say that about a lot of people. And I love him and his family and all these guys out here. You know, we're around each other more than our families sometimes, you know, our actual families. But and I like to thank all the fans that come out each and every week. You know, you walk by, you know, hey Larry, hey Rob, you know that's the stuff that matters. You know, and I like to thank all you guys for coming out and giving us the time to come out here and honor Larry and say thank you over the 31 years he's been out here. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. If I could have the family, I need you lined up right here now. Okay, I got time for one more. Anybody want to say anything? I want to thank the late model drivers for jumping out of the cars so fast and coming out here. Appreciate it. These are all the drivers and their pit crews here. I'm going to get to him in a minute. I'm going to let it dwell a little bit, you know, realize. But I think Rob Sanders touched it. You know, they're so happy to do this, and we should never take for granted what we see. And some of the best damn racing I've seen in my life is right here with these guys and these people behind me. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Larry Childress. Larry? Before I give you the mic, I look at the bright side. You have more time to go bass fishing.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Do some more fishing, hang out with friends, family. That's what it's all about. I'll still be involved with the racing. I just won't be driving.
31 years. It's a long time. How do you feel right now? I hate to say that, Scott. Don't fire me, but 31 years. It was a tough decision, I'm sure, to make.
Yeah, it was really tough. My back's really been bad. I've been fighting it for the last couple of years, and it's just getting to where I can't hardly drive. I can't hardly sit in these cars very much anymore, and it's really, my health is not as good. I'm okay other than my back, so.
What's it mean to you to have, we asked these people if they would come out, the drivers and the pit crews here tonight. I simply walked around. I said, if you can, come on out, walk on out here. What does this mean to you?
It's quite touching, man. I brought a tear in my eye when I...
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. I appreciate everybody coming out here for me. I'm still going to be around. I'll still be seeing everybody's happy faces and everything, and hopefully we'll have a lot more years of fun out here.
Yeah, we know you'll be around, but this is such a change, and you've been such a, in that seat for so long, and so much excitement and championships. And the first, second, and third Childresses, that got an article in the paper. You brought a lot of joy to a lot of people, and on behalf of Schweitzer Motorsports and our drivers and our crews that are behind you, I just want to say thank you very much. Any last words to our spectators?
I just want to thank everybody for coming out here, enjoying the races. I hope we can put on the best show. We'd like to see if we can help get car counts up as much as we can so we can get more and more people out here and keep this racetrack surviving.
Ladies and gentlemen, Larry Childress. If I can get you back over the stand. Are we done?